Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, guys. Belated Happy Gudi Padwa.
Happy Guru Baba.
Happy Gudi Padwa. How was your Gudi Padwa and long weekend?
It was good, ma'am.
It was good. Okay, great. Let's start with unit number 12. That is, it really works. Okay, in this particular unit, we are going to talk about health and common health complaints that we have. Okay, so first thing that you have over here are different type of health complaints given. Okay, first one is a headache. Headache म्हणतो आपण त्याला. A headache, then we have a backache, sore muscles. Sore muscles are nothing but जेव्हा आपले हात पाय दुखतात खूप जास्त, those are called sore muscles. Okay, muscles pain करतात basically. Then we have a stomach ache, then a cold म्हणजे सर्दी, cough खोकला, flu is basically our fever along with the cough and cold that we have. Okay, and then we have insomnia. What do we mean by insomnia? Any idea, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay, insomnia is nothing but when you can't sleep at night. Okay, but just because you have not slept for only one day, you can't say I have insomnia. It needs to be over a period of time. ओके, जेव्हा आपल्याला झोप ओव्हर अ पिरियड ऑफ टाइम जसे की 6 महिने 7 महिने झोपच लागत नाही अजिबात, यू नॉट एबल टू स्लीप इवन फॉर एन आवर, दॅट्स वेन यू कॅन से यू हॅव insomnia even after trying all the remedies. Now over here you have to tick mark the health problems that you have faced recently. Okay, all the health problems that you have faced recently you will tick mark. Do it quickly. Done. Now you have to tell me what do you do for the health problems that you checked. म्हणजे जेव्हा हे हेल्थ प्रॉब्लेम्स तुम्हाला येतात, what do you do at that time? Okay, Mansi, you can start.
Ma'am, except flu, I have all the
You have had
health
all the
problems.
health problems? Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, then what do you do when you have these health issues?
For headache, ma'am, I sleep
Yeah, okay.
and take medicine
Mm-hmm.
if that is if the problem is uh,
Mm-hmm.
for it's taking long period of time,
Mm-hmm.
and for backache, mm, for backache, I use
Mm-hmm.
that malam
It's called ointment.
or
It's called ointment. Okay.
ointment,
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
and for sore muscle, uh, I uh, मॅम ते तेलाने मालिश करायला काय म्हणतात?
I massage with oil.
ओके, I massage with oil,
Mm-hmm.
and for stomach ache, for stomach ache, I take medicine
Mm-hmm.
for some time,
And what about
and
cold?
for cold and cough I take मॅम काढायला काय म्हणतात इंग्लिश मध्ये?
Mm,
नाही.
Kada. You can say I take special liquid.
हां, ओके. I take
It's
special
actually
liquid.
called
हां,
concoction. but it's a very difficult word to pronounce. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
And for insomnia, म्हणजे आता कमी झालंय ते. आता
Okay.
येतो झोप. पण
Okay.
आधी
Uh-huh. You have
व्हायचं
to say in
तसं.
English. You can't say in Marathi.
नाही.
Okay.
Now I don't have that much problem of insomnia, but
Mhm.
if uh, uh,
I had it for some time, long, like
if
a little time back, you can
I
say.
had it sometime for
Concoction.
long period of time.
Hmm. I have put that word for kada. Okay, in English, it's
Yes.
called concoction. Concoction.
Okay.
Hmm. You can say homemade concoction instead.
Yes.
Okay, Ajinkya, what about you? What do you do? What are the health problems that you faced, and what do you do for these health problems?
Ma'am, I recently had all health complaints except insomnia
Insomnia.
and insomnia. And for all health complaints, I go to clinic. I go to clinic and take medicines and some home remedies.
Mm-hmm.
And for especially for headache, backache, and muscle sores, I ask my friend to massage.
Okay, that's great. Now, how many times have you been sick in the past year?
2 or 3 times. Yes.
Okay, what about you, Mansi?
None several times
Several times.
because in 11
Mm-hmm.
uh, I have migraine,
I had migraine.
so
Okay.
I had migraine.
Mm-hmm.
So for that I take tablets. I took tablets for around 6 months continue.
That's bad.
So from
Uh-huh.
that year continue
Mm.
after every 15 days uh,
I have a migraine.
I
Okay.
migraine and also other
Okay.
complaint.
Great. For me, I don't think I have felt sick as such last to last year. Like I fall sick either in August, like I have that period, okay? I fall sick like very sick during August, the month of August, or in December during year end. I don't know what is the relation between these periods, but I fall like if I fall sick, then I fall sick for a long period over these periods of time. Otherwise, of course, common cough and cold, it's like a normal thing. It keeps happening for few days. But of course, when you have a cough, you can't take a class. That's another thing. So that's what. But I don't fall sick. Thankfully, I don't fall sick for a long period of time in during other times. Now there is a difference between the word sick and illness. Okay, I hope you guys know that. Sick and ill, या दोन्ही वर्ड्समध्ये डिफरन्स आहे माहिती आहे का काय डिफरन्स आहे ते.
No, ma'am.
Sick is for a short period of time. Ill is when you are hospitalized. Okay. So you can only say I was ill when you were hospitalized, like you couldn't do anything. That's when you will see illness or ill. I was ill. Okay. That's what you need to remember. Now over here, like usual, we have a conversation. I want you guys to quickly read the conversation. Mansi, you can start.
Hi, Craig.
Hmm. Okay, start. Start, Ajinkya. You can go ahead.
Hi, Craig. How are you?
Not so good. I have a terrible cold.
Really? That's so bad. You should be at home in bed. It's really important to get a lot of rest.
Yeah, you are right.
And have you taken anything for it?
No, I have not.
It's sometimes helpful to eat garlic soup. Just just
Chop
cup
up.
of
Chop up.
chop.
Chop, chop, chop.
Just chop up a whole head of garlic and cook it in kitchen stock.
Chicken. Chicken stock.
Try chicken stock. म्हणजे
Sankte. Complete the conversation first, I'll tell you.
try it. It really works.
Mansi?
Uh,
Mhm.
now what is the pronunciation?
Yuck. That sounds awful.
Yuck.
Yuck. Like आपण म्हणतो ना छी yuck असं. That
Mm.
yuck. Okay. Of course, raw
Yuck.
garlic it
That
sounds awful,
sounds
correct?
awful.
हा. So basically ऐकूनच असं म्हणजे the people who don't eat garlic on everyday basis they will feel like की अरे हे काय आहे म्हणून. Right? So basically
I eat
your
one.
yeah, even I eat raw garlic, so I don't feel yuck. Okay, so now here he is not feeling well, so he says I have a terrible cold. So she says that's too bad, you should be at home in bed, it's really important to get a lot of rest. Then he says yeah, you are right. And then she asks have you taken anything for it. So you might know that whenever you're not well, people around you have the tendency to tell you, give suggestions which are unwelcomed suggestions, that oh, you're not well, you should try this remedy, you're not well, you should try this this concoction, correct? It helps me, my mom makes this. So everyone around you becomes a doctor, correct? When you are not well. So same way over here, Craig has a colleague who is Joanne, who is giving him a suggestion that you should try a garlic soup. You just have to chop up a whole head of garlic and cook it in chicken stock. What do we mean by chicken stock? When you do you guys eat non-veg?
No man.
Then you guys might not know. When you boil chicken in water, that water is called stock. Okay, so you have chicken stock and then you have vegetable stock also. म्हणजे जे बॉईल केलेलं बेसिकली पाणी असतं ना फक्त त्याला स्टॉक म्हणतात. Okay, without the main ingredient, like without chicken, फक्त जे त्याचं स्टॉक असतं त्याला स्टॉक म्हणतात. Same way you have vegetable stock. It's basically used to make soups. Okay, it gives that flavor to soups. So when you go to a hotel and when you drink soup, that's the reason it tastes good, because they use vegetable stock in it. So त्यामुळे तो पूर्ण अर्क उतरलेला असतो त्याच्यामध्ये. Okay, so here she is saying try it, it really works. Then he is like yuck, that sounds awful. Awful म्हणजे खराब sound करता है. Okay, now let us listen to the same conversation quickly. One second. Let us listen to the same conversation first and then we will listen to the second part of the conversation. Okay?
Unit 12. It really works. Page 78. Exercise 2. Conversation. Health problems. Part A. Listen and practice.
Hi, Craig. How are you?
Not so good. I have a terrible cold.
Really? That's too bad. You should be at home in bed. It's really important to get a lot of rest.
Yeah, you're right.
And have you taken anything for it?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's sometimes helpful to eat garlic soup. Just chop up a whole head of garlic and cook it in chicken stock. Try it. It really works.
Yuck. That sounds awful.
Okay? Clear? Okay, now let us listen to the second part of the
Unit
conversation.
12.
1 minute, Papa. Let us listen to the second part of the conversation. Here you have to listen to advice from two more of Craig's co-workers. Okay, and you have to write down what do they suggest. Co-workers and colleagues are just similar words that you use for the same thing. Okay?
78. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to advice from two more of Craig's coworkers. What do they suggest? 1.
That cold sounds pretty bad, Craig.
Yeah, it is. Don't get too close.
Well, you know, it's important to drink a lot of liquids. I have some herbal tea. Let me make you a cup.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
2.
How's that cold, Craig?
Not so good. I've still got it.
Oh, too bad. Well, listen, it's a good idea to take some cold medicine. And you should go home and take a long, hot bath.
You're right. Maybe I should. Thanks for the advice.
Okay, what do Craig's co-workers suggest?
First co-worker suggests that
Suggested
he
or
suggested
suggests?
that he should take a lot of liquid and herbal tea.
And what about the second one?
And second co-worker suggested him that he should take cold medicine.
Yeah. Also, he should take cold medicine, and he also says Craig should go home and take a long hot bath. Correct. That is also something that he adds on. Correct. Very good. Now here
98.
the grammar topic that we have is we are going to see how to use our adjective plus infinitives. Infinitives are nothing but when we use the word to with the verbs that we have. Remember मी युनिट 4 जेव्हा आपण केला होता तेव्हा पण मी सांगितलं होतं की वर्ब सोबत नेहमी टू हा वर्ड असतो तिथे. ओके, पण आपण त्याला दरवेळी यूज नाही करत. We don't use it every time. We only use it whenever it is needed. Okay, so here it is needed, that is the reason we are using it, and we are using adjective before it to highlight that information. Okay, when we say it is important to get a lot of rest, so we want to emphasize that it is important. Correct, it is sometimes helpful, so we are emphasizing, so we are using the nouns and the adjectives to put forward the information that we want to highlight over here. Of course, we know already that we use the word should when we want to give any kind of advice or any kind of suggestion. We have already looked at that before, correct? But we can also give suggestion by using our adjective or a noun followed by an infinitive. So we can say you should get a lot of rest, or we can also say it is important to get a lot of rest. These are just various ways of making the same sentence. दोन्ही ही sentence correct आहेत. You should get a lot of rest. If I say that, you're still putting forward the information, but instead you can also use it is important to get a lot of rest. Okay, so whenever you're giving suggestions, you can use the words like it is useful to, it is best to, it is essential to, it is important not to, it is best not to drink cold water. Such kind of phrases can be used, okay, when you want to highlight any kind of information. Got it? Okay, write it down. There is no grammar topic as such over here. We are just learning how to make different phrases. Okay, write it down quickly. I'll give you 1 minute and I will be back in 1 minute. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ajinkya.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Try doing this exercise quickly. You just have to match the following. Okay, the problems are given on the left, and you have to match the advice which is suitable for it. It's an easy exercise, finish it fast, okay? Done? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Finish it
Just hold
fast.
on.
Yeah, finish it fast, Ajinkya.
Done.
Done? Okay. Now, tell me your answers.
For sore throat, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
advice is we should drink lots of liquid,
Mm-hmm.
and also uh, if it is more, then
Mm-hmm.
then we have to we have to see a doctor.
Okay. See a doctor will go for everything, okay, basically over here. Yeah, it's a common suggestion for all the problems given on the
Yes,
screen. Yeah. Okay, Ajinkya, next.
For cup, we should
Cuff.
cough. For we should
Cuff.
cough, we should see a doctor, get some medicine, and drink lots of liquid.
Okay. Backache.
For backache, put we should put a heating pad on it.
Heating pad. Heating pad on it. Okay. For fever.
For fever, we should uh, see a doctor if it is
Mm-hmm.
if it is must, and
Mm-hmm.
and get some medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have to also have to rest.
Okay. It is essential to rest, you can say. Okay, have to.
Yes,
Instead of have to, you can use the words that we just looked at, correct? Okay, next.
yes.
Toothache.
For toothache, it is important to see a doctor and get some medicine.
Dentist. Why will you see a doctor? You will see a dentist.
Sorry, dentist.
Hmm.
Dentist.
And
Actually,
what was the second suggestion?
and get some medicines.
Get some medicines. Okay. Hmm. What about a bad headache?
Uh, Bad headache.
Take some aspirin. Aspirin is just like your painkiller for headache. Okay.
Yes.
Take some aspirin or drink lots
And
of
take
liquid
rest.
and go to
Yes.
bed and take rest. That's what Mansi does. So she's going to suggest the same. Yep. A burn.
For a burn, we should put some ointment on it.
Mm-hmm.
And ma'am, put it under cold water.
Very good. The flu. See a doctor would be the first suggestion. And take some
Yes.
medicines and go to bed and take rest. Okay, now
Okay.
next over here we have the reduction of the word to. Now, as I just told you, whenever we use infinitives, we use the word to with the verb. Correct? Now, only suggestion that you need to remember over here is we don't need to stress on that to. For example, when we say it's important to take some aspirin, so I'm not stressing on that too. Okay, it's important to take some aspirin and it's a good idea to see a doctor. So stress नाही करत आहे आपण त्या टू वरती. That is the only thing you need to know over here. Next, you have been given some situations over here. I'm going to make those statements and you have to tell me at least three suggestions. Okay, you can tell me the suggestions that we just looked at, or you can tell me the suggestions on your own. Yeah, जे होते आता ते सजेशन सांगू शकता नाही तर मग स्वतःहून पण सांगू शकता. दॅट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लेम, बट ट्राय टू यूज द वर्डिंग्स दॅट वी जस्ट लुक्ड ॲट. इट इज इम्पॉर्टंट टू, इट इज एसेन्शियल टू, इट इज important not to, all these kind of sentences that we just looked at. Okay, I get really hungry before I go to bed. Guys, you have to give me suggestions fast.
You should take a full meal.
Mm-hmm. Don't take pauses, मानसी. एक गो मध्ये सेंटेन्स म्हण. थांबून थांबून नको म्हणू.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
You should take a proper meal and yes, ma'am.
That's
Yes,
it. Okay.
yes.
Sorry, Ajinkya.
It is important to take meal, and if you are hungry before bed, you need to eat some snacks.
Okay. I sometimes feel really stressed.
you should do meditation
Mm-hmm. Ajinkya,
and uh,
go on.
Workout every day.
uh, try to being less stressful.
Okay. Okay. And Ajinkya said you should also try to work out every day. Okay. I need to study but I can't concentrate. The usual dilemma. मानसी इज लाइक मुझे ही कोई इसका सोल्यूशन बता दो.
Yes, ma'am. For that, ma'am,
You should try
also meditation
Okay.
works.
Yeah, meditation helps. Yes, Ajinkya.
meditation, and you should try some brain exercise for that.
Yeah, that's really really helpful. Yep. Concentration exercises. There are many concentration memorization techniques also which are available. Mansi, any other
Yes, ma'am.
suggestions?
We do many techniques for learning because we can't learn for long time, na? Like
Yep.
continuously 4 to 5 hours we can't study.
Yep.
So we can use Pomodoro techniques in which we we can we we should study for 25 minutes. Then after take 5 minutes break, and after 25 minutes uh,
Study again.
like that 4 repetitions
Hmm.
if we do now, then it works.
Correct. Also keep your phone away, then you will concentrate better.
Yes, that is more important.
That is the
But
most important
we
actually.
we get all PDFs from mobile.
Exactly.
So
But that's where you should
we
try using, or like even if you get it on a phone, try using someone else's phone or some phone which doesn't have network. It lessens your distractions. So I have a tab specially for studies, or I do it on laptop. I keep my phone away whenever I have to study because the messages keep popping up and you keep getting distracted. Yep. Then your friend will message, "Arey assignment झाली का?" And then you lose track of whatever you are doing. Okay, next. I feel sick before every exam. मॅम असे माझ्या मनातले सेंटेन्सेस का बोलताय? मानसी हॅज दॅट फिलिंग.
for that one
Uh-huh.
you should be less stressful. Don't take stress of exam
Mm-hmm.
and take precautions if you are feeling sick every time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to take precautions before every exam.
Correct. And you should eat. Many people, what they do is they don't eat before exams. So that is also another thing. Yeah, Ajinkya.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think?
You should take proper sleep
Hmm.
and for before going to exam.
Very
And
important.
yes, and if you feel sick, then you should consult with the doctor.
Correct. And also many people, yeah, they skip sleep many times because they don't study on time, and then they want to chunk everything just before one night, so that doesn't help. Okay. That's another thing. Also many people, they skip meals before their exams. They don't eat, they don't drink. Usually we see this during board exams. It's important that I remember when I had my 10th, for the whole month I did not eat anything. So that's how sick I was before, like that's how stressed I was. But then later I understood that okay, it's affecting my brain capacity because I need to eat to retain the information that I'm putting in, correct? So that's the reason I performed well in my 12th, I would say. But that's one thing. Another thing is not to take stress, of course, give your best while studying. study what is important for the exam from the perspective of the examiner and study accordingly, and you'll score well. Now I don't feel stress. I do feel stress little bit, but it's not like the way it used to be before, I would say. Okay, I forget about half the new words I learn. This is for everyone.
Ma'am, it is important to write down those words and
Mm-hmm.
practice
Practice it.
many times.
Mm-hmm. And practice using it in daily life.
Yes.
Yes.
Very important. Okay. I get nervous when I speak English to foreigners. Uh-huh.
ते तुम्ही सांगा ma'am.
I knew that. I knew that you were going to say that. Why be nervous? Even when they speak our language, they are nervous, correct? It's not their first language. So even English is not our first language. Still, we are trying to speak in English with them. So why be nervous? If you be nervous, then you will mess it up more, correct? But if you speak
Yes.
confidently, even if there are minor mistakes, which are very negligible when everyone makes those mistakes, okay, then you will be able to do it well. Okay, so don't feel.
Ma'am, but our pronunciation and
That's fine. Even we try to understand
pronunciation
them.
different.
Yeah, that's fine. Even
Pronunciation and tone.
yeah, even their pronunciation is different, correct? We try to understand them. Same way when they try to understand us, pronunciations are going to be different. You go to any region, you can't try to match their pronunciations, correct? But still, we have to
Yes.
try to speak because that's how you will be able to communicate, correct? Language is a mean of communication again. That's what we need to understand without hesitation again. That's very, very important. Clear? That's how you can give suggestions to your friends and your classmates now and your colleagues. Understood? Great. Here you have a quick exercise again which you have to try to match. Here the first word that we have, it's bag. Bag, we will use it for bags. Okay? Like proper bag मध्ये असेल काहीतरी तर आपण त्याला bag use करणार. ठीक आहे? The word bag. Then bottle. Bottle will be used for these kind of bottles. Basically these are containers. Every container over here has a different name. आपण काहीही आलं की बरणी हे word use करतो. That's not the correct word, okay? You have the words given to it in English. You should try using them. Then next we have a box. Box, it's a proper box. ठीक है? Box of bandages. Then we have a can. This is called a can. What do you think a pack will be? This is a pack. Yeah, this is not a box. This is a box. This is a pack.
Tissue
Tissue paper. A pack of tissue.
back.
Then you have a stick. Stick का असतं? Lipstick. Remember that. Lipstick. त्याला का lipstick म्हणतात? Because it's a stick. Same way you have a deodorant stick. Deodorant stick म्हणजे काय? हे अंगावर आपण ते मळतो ना त्याला deodorant stick म्हणतात. ओके? हे फुसफुस वाला deodorant नाही. हे दुसरं वाला deodorant आहे. Rexona वाला येतं ते. Next you have a tube. This is called a tube and this is not called a Colgate. This is called a tube. Okay? Yeah, we refer to it as Colgate. That's not the correct word to use for it. Okay, try to fill in the blanks quickly. I have already told you the answers. Done?
Just a minute.
Done now.
Okay. Ajinkya, tell me once you're done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay. I have already told the answers, so we don't need to cross check, correct? Okay. Let's move to the next part. Here we have a conversation. I want you guys to read the conversation quickly.
Hi, may I help you?
I guess Mansi dropped because of network issue. Just give her a minute.
She connected on.
Huh. Mansi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, please. Could I have something for a cup? I think I'm getting cold.
Sure. Why don't you try these cough drops? They work very well.
Okay, I will take one box. And what do you suggest for dry skin?
Well, you could get a jar of this new lotion. It's very good.
Okay, and one more thing. My husband has no energy these days. Can you suggest anything?
He should try some of these multivitamins. They are excellent.
Great. May I have 3 large bottles, please?
Okay. So he lacks energy, so she needs 3 bottles of multivitamins. Okay. Let us listen to the same conversation.
Page 81, Exercise 8, Conversation. What do you suggest? Part A. Listen and practice.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, please. Could I have something for a cough? I think I'm getting a cold.
Sure. Why don't you try these cough drops? They work very well.
Okay, I'll take 1 box. And what do you suggest for dry skin?
Well, you could get a jar of this new lotion. It's very good.
Okay. And one more thing. My husband has no energy these days. Can you suggest anything?
He should try some of these multivitamins. They're excellent.
Great. May I have 3 large bottles, please?
Okay. Any confusion over here? Anything that you did not understand? Okay. Let's listen to the second part of the conversation. Here you have to focus on the question. Who does the pharmacist talk to the next, like how does he talk to the next customer, and what does the customer want? Okay, that's what you have to note down.
Page 80.
Here you go.
Page 81, Exercise 8, Part B. Listen to the pharmacist talk to the next customer. What does the customer want?
Excuse me.
Yes. How can I help you?
What do you suggest for a backache?
Well, you should take some aspirin. And it's a good idea to use a heating pad.
Oh, and where is the aspirin?
In aisle 5. Right over there.
Okay, what does the customer want?
He wants medicine for backache.
He wants some aspirin. He wants some
Aspirin.
aspirin. Aspirin is the name of a tablet, okay, basically.
Yes.
Okay, great. In this part, you must have observed it in the conversation also. They used can, could, may for requests and giving suggestions. Okay. Now here we look at modal auxiliary verbs, which are your can, could, may, which are basically used to give request something or give suggestions. Okay, so we can use can, could, may to either give a suggestion that you can try this, or you may try this, or you could try this, or you can also use them to ask for suggestion. Can I help you? May I help you? Could I have? That is how you can use these in your sentences. If you're trying to make a question, you will start with can, could, may, then you will include your subject, and then you have your main verb. Okay, can I help you? May I help you? Could I have some aspirin? Could you help me with the aisle number? Example, आयल आर नथिंग बट जे आपण सुपर मार्केटमध्ये जातो किंवा मोठ्या मार्केटमध्ये जातो तेव्हा ते डिपार्टमेंट जे असतात त्यांना आयल म्हटलं जातं. ओके, AISLE, आयल. S is silent in that. Okay, clear? Okay, write down the rule quickly.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Okay, try doing this exercise quickly. Your two options have been given. You have to select one.
Done, ma'am.
Ajinkya, done?
एक मिनट. Done, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the answers quickly. Number one, Ajinkya, start.
Uh, can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do I have something for itching eye?
May I have something for
Sorry.
itchy eyes?
May I have something for itching? Sure. Uh, itching eyes. Sure.
You could.
You could try a bottle of eye drop.
Very good. Eye drops माहिती आहे ना काय असतं?
Yes, ma'am.
Mansi, number two.
What do you suggest for sore muscle? Why don't you why don't you try this ointment? It's excellent. Okay, I'll get it.
I'll take it. Very good.
Sorry, I will take it.
Correct. Ajinkya, last one.
Could I have a box of bandages, please? Uh, Here you are. And what do you suggest for insomnia? You should try this herbal tea. It's very relaxing. Okay,
Very good.
thanks.
Okay, very good. Understood how to use it? Very easy. But for homework, you will try to make sentences using the same model auxiliaries. Okay. Along with that, for this exercise that we did, um, containers, correct? For containers, your homework is that you are going to write down all the containers which are in your home. Like त्यांना तुम्ही specify करणार आहात. Okay. For example, a jar of turmeric, a jar of lotion. Yes, understood? A can of deodorant. असे करून you will try to write down all the items which are in your household. Understood? Okay. Next, your last exercise of the day, we have a listening exercise. Here, you have to listen to 4 people who are talking to a pharmacist. Okay, you have to just tick mark each person's problem, what they are stating as a problem. Okay, understood? Clear?
Page 82, Exercise 10. Listening. Try this. Part A. Listen to 4 people talk to a pharmacist. Check each person's problem. 1.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like something for my feet. I went on a long hike yesterday and my feet are really sore.
I see. Why don't you try some of this ointment? You can put it on at night. It's very good for sore feet. I use it myself, actually.
2.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something for a stomachache.
I see. How long have you had this problem?
For a few days, and it's getting worse.
You could try this medicine. It may help, but I think you should see a doctor.
3.
Can I help you?
Yes, I just came back from London on a long flight, and I'm having trouble sleeping.
We have several things for that, including sleeping pills. But try some of this herbal tea. It's very good for jet lag. Drink some before you go to bed at night.
Thanks, I'll try it. I don't like taking sleeping pills.
4.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I need something for a burn. I burned my hand a little when I was cooking last night. See?
Oh, yes. I'll give you some cream for it. After you put on the cream, place a bandage over it for a few days. You should be fine.
Thanks.
Now, you have to listen to the conversation again and you have to write down what does the pharmacist suggest for each person. Okay?
Page 82, Exercise 10, Part B. Listen again. What does the pharmacist suggest for each person? 1.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like something for my feet. I went on a long hike yesterday and my feet are really sore.
I see. Why don't you try some of this ointment? You can put it on at night. It's very good for sore feet. I use it myself, actually.
2.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something for a stomachache.
I see. How long have you had this problem?
For a few days, and it's getting worse.
You could try this medicine. It may help, but I think you should see a doctor.
3.
Can I help you?
Yes, I just came back from London on a long flight, and I'm having trouble sleeping.
We have several things for that, including sleeping pills. But try some of this herbal tea. It's very good for jet lag. Drink some before you go to bed at night.
Thanks, I'll try it. I don't like taking sleeping pills.
4.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I need something for a burn. I burned my hand a little when I was cooking last night. See?
Oh, yes. I'll give you some cream for it. After you put on the cream, place a bandage over it for a few days. You should be fine.
Thanks.
Did you get all the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, first the man's feet are sore, and for that pharmacist suggests him some ointment.
Suggested him to apply some ointment.
Suggested him
To apply some ointment.
to apply some ointment.
Very good. Next, number 2. Ajinkya, fast.
The woman has an upset stomach.
The woman
Upset
has a
stomach.
stomach ache. Okay,
Stomach
upset.
ache.
Upset
And
stomach. ठीक है.
the pharmacist suggests her that she could
Suggested her.
try medicine.
Suggests her नहीं तो
Suggested
suggested her. Suggests ये
suggests
verb ला. ठीक है.
suggests suggests her that she could try medicine and see the doctor.
Very good. Number 3, quickly.
The man has difficulty of sleeping, and pharmacist suggested him that he should take sleeping pills.
No, she suggested him herbal tea. He doesn't like sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills, sorry. Herbal tea before getting bed.
Before going to bed. Last one. Ajinkya, fast.
The woman burned her hand, and the pharmacist suggested the pharmacist asked to put a cream on it and bandage.
Apply cream. You don't put cream, you apply cream. And you put a bandage on it. Or you
Put a bandage.
wrap a bandage around it. Okay? Very good. Now, for homework, you're going to finish the writing exercise and you're also going to finish the reading exercise for homework. Okay? And we are done with unit number 12. Any questions? Anything that you did not understand? Any confusion here?
No.
Everything is clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then we stop over here for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Yes? Chalo. Bye bye, guys. Take care. Finish all the worksheets. Don't keep anything pending. And revise. Okay? Chalo. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.